Hi bestie, let's get ready in the car together while I talk about some of the things that I don't ever really talk about as someone who posts a lot of their life on the internet, and how comparison can sometimes be the thief of joy. I feel like I share a lot of my highs and my ups and my highlights and all of the good things that are happening in my life on social media, and while I think my life is fantastic and I am so grateful for all of those things, there's a lot that I don't share with you guys, and I think it's really attributed to the fact that I don't want to seem like I'm complaining, but I also want to be very realistic with you and let you know that there are things that I definitely struggle with, especially when it comes to posting things online. I am always seeing what everyone else is doing. Being on the internet, like, this can be a very toxic place. I try to keep my little corner of the internet very positive and very happy, but I don't know, there's just a lot of things that I want to share with you that I feel like I don't get to talk to you about often. The first thing is my body image. I don't really talk about this very much because I feel like I don't want to come off as I'm complaining or that I'm ungrateful or that, like, I don't know, I think as a girl, period, I'm always going to have body image issues. There's really nothing that I can do about that. But being on the internet has been one of the most toxic places for me as a woman in my 20s that still isn't quite sure how I feel about my own body. This is so weird to me, but for whatever reason, people feel like they have the right to comment on my body or like different things about my body, my like give me unsolicited medical advice. I get that so often, you guys have no idea. I'm always getting comments about my neck and like how I need to get my thyroid checked out, and let this be the video that clears the air. My thyroid is totally fine. I have had ultrasounds. I promise I'm okay. I don't know where that comes from, and I don't know why people feel like that's appropriate, but I cannot stand that. And I always am also getting comments like, I got a girl one time that DM'd me to tell me congratulations on a pregnancy. That is, like, honestly the most fucked up thing I think that you can say to a woman, and that I have not announced a pregnancy. I'm obviously not pregnant, and I've talked multiple times about how I have no desire to be a mother, and that sent me into a spiral for quite a long time, if I'm honest. Body image issues, of course, that's always going to be an issue, and that would be a problem regardless of if I was on the internet or not. But of course, I think that it is heightened because I am seen by a lot of people, and a lot of people feel like, I don't know, there's like this parasocial relationship where people feel like they know me and that they feel comfortable enough to say things and like give unsolicited advice on things that they definitely shouldn't be telling me. But there is also, I mean, I strive to have that relationship with you guys. I want us to be friends, but I don't know, at some point I have to create a boundary and be like, okay, that's inappropriate. My next thing is that I'm always comparing myself to other creators in a sense of like, why isn't my creator journey looking like theirs? Like, why am I not getting the same opportunities that they're getting? How come they get to go on brand trips? How come they get to do all these really cool brand deals? How come they're able to like buy a new house, or like, I don't know, all these things. I know that there are people that look at my position and think the same thing, like, how come Shelby gets to have all these really cool opportunities and they're not happening for me yet? And again, I just think that's like the downside of putting your life on the internet, and like this, like I said, what I was explaining earlier is that, like, I feel like Instagram and TikTok, we're seeing the highlight reel, we're seeing all of the good things, and we don't really ever get to see like the down or like the bad. And for me recently, that has been like this really weird, I don't know, internal conflict that I'm having with being both a content creator and a professional makeup artist. And I feel like brands do not take me seriously as a content creator because they're only seeing me as a makeup artist. And I've actually had brands communicate that with management, and I struggle with that so badly. Like, this is my public plea to take me seriously as a content creator or an influencer. Like, I would love the opportunity to go to events and like meet. I really like desperately want to meet the people behind the brands. Like, I want to come meet your marketing team. I want to like come to your headquarters and like see where you do all of the fun stuff and like see the back end, and so that I can really connect with the brand that I'm talking about when I'm, you know, talking about it on my platform. Also, if you want to take me on a brand trip, I am more than ready to go. I already got my bag packed, girl. I'm ready to go. But for some reason, brands just don't look at me the same way because of that. And they also don't feel like you guys connect to some of the content that this is mind-blowing to me. I don't know where they get this information from. I'm just telling you what they've told me. And they'll say things like, oh, well, like Shelby's like a clothing brand that I post about quite a lot. I'm gonna let you deduce that on your own. Will be like, oh yeah, Shelby's audience doesn't really care about fashion, which we all know is not true. You guys absolutely care. You're always asking for links on products and clothes and everything that I wear, and which I'm very appreciative of. Thank you. So I don't really know where they're getting that information from. It's crazy to me. My last thing is that I struggle so badly with, don't look at how dirty my eyelash curler is. Really compare myself in the aspect of like, I don't live a very fancy life. Like, I think that you guys think that I am like rolling in money and like I've got a really fancy nice house and like I drive my fancy car. And let me just tell you something, my Bronco, while she is definitely a treat and I love her so much, she's used, very much so. She already had like 30,000 miles on it whenever I got it. You know, I wish that I could buy a home right now and like have this super fancy life and like feel like I've got everything all together, but unfortunately I do not. Again, comparison is just the thief of joy. Ultimately, my goal with talking to you about this is just to tell you that everything is not always as it seems and everything is not like always incredible, amazing, and I struggle with things too. And while I do have the most incredible job in the entire world and I love you guys more than you'll ever know, sometimes I still have things that like are in the back of my mind. I'm like, I don't know, that I just like have a hard time with, and I'm not perfect and my life isn't perfect, and I don't know, I just felt this crippling need to be so real with you about so many things. I hope that now maybe we're closer together because I've shared some of this with you and you guys don't think that I'm complaining. That is the last thing that I want you to think. I truly do love this platform and I love what I do so much, but I also just like, I can't always sit here and pretend that everything is always perfect because it's just not. I have things that I deal with too, so I don't know. I just struggle with that a little bit, I guess. But I love you and I hope you have the best day, and I will see you again very soon. And I want you to know that you are so appreciated and so loved, and whatever you're going through, I'm here for you. I truly am your bestie and I care about you so much and I love you so deeply. So yeah. Okay, bye.